Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another recipe video of what I will be making my brother for lunch for school today. So today I am going to be making some shrimp Alfredo pasta, and for that you need, of course, the spaghetti, some whole milk, butter. Ignore my ashy hands. I washed it and I was just trying to find the things and then it got dry. Whatever. Some flour. Honestly though, you can use regular flour. I didn't really like this one, but it's the only one I had here currently. So yeah, I just used it. And of course you need some shrimp and the mozzarella cheese. So the reason why I have these is what I'm gonna use for the sauce to make the Alfredo sauce. You need milk, butter, flour, and the cheese, of course. And I need to get my ashy ass hands out of this frame. And of course you're gonna add the shrimp and pasta as well. I'm just gonna show you guys the seasoning that I'll be using. Yes, you do put seasoning on this. If you didn't know, now you do. And these are just the seasoning I'll be using. Some parsley, MSG, ground black pepper. Honestly, MSG is optional if you want to. I don't think I really use it. I'm gonna keep that out. Pink Himalayan salt, some garlic powder, and crushed red peppers. Yeah, whatever seasoning you got, you can use it. You can even use just plain salt and pepper if you have it. That's pretty much it. But as for me, I'm extra, so the more the better. Let's get started quickly. First thing first, I am going to remove the skin of the shrimp because he do not like the skin on the shrimp, and I feel like it's weird to have the skin on shrimp in this kind of dish. So yeah, I'm gonna remove the skin and then put it in here and cook the shrimp first. And now that the shrimp is or depeel it, I'm gonna season it and fry it first. But first thing first, hold on. Okay, see, the water is boiling, so in my water I added some oil. I put just like a cap full of oil and some salt, just a tad bit, not too much, because and the spaghetti I'm using is not broken. These are just the medium size, which is like perfect for like school lunch size, and you don't really need to get like a super huge one. Also, like I said, I didn't break this. It comes in a pack like this, so I'm literally just taking this out of the pack and putting it in here. I really don't care. I mean, I care, but like, let me stop talking. Whatever. Anyways, this amount of spaghetti should be good enough. Yes, not too much, because it is just a school lunch. He's not having a whole meal. Okay, maybe it's quite kind of more. Any leftover will be for me. I'm just kidding. Not. Yeah, pretty much just let that boil. And I'm gonna get started. This is clean. I just washed it. Anyways, I'm gonna fry the shrimp first. You can see it. And I will say, normally people will use buttermilk to make this up, but I just feel like it's too heavy. It's way heavier, so I use whole milk for mine. And another hack for mixing your sauce, so making sure it don't get clumpy, make sure you use this. It is so much better than using like regular fork or spoon to kind of try to separate the flour from the cheese and all that. Basically, it just helps makes your sauce way more smoother. So if you need this, get it. It's very cheap. Thanks. Okay, it's called fucking whisk. I kind of forgot. Okay, I didn't mean to cuss. But it's a whisk. I think I forgot to say the name. But yes, use the whisk to make your sauce more smoother than using fork or spoon to stir it. Thank you. Okay, see, first I cooked the shrimp together with some onions. I'm not gonna keep this in here for long. The shrimp is already seasoned with some salt and black pepper with some garlic powder. But in here is some garlic and onions mixed with the shrimp. I'm just frying it enough, not like all the way, because I'm gonna put this in last later on. Start frying it. Okay, it's good. And just like that, it looks fine. I'm gonna remove this and get started. I'm just gonna get all that out and get started on the sauce. Okay, now time for the Alfredo sauce. I'm gonna use some butter, flour, and milk with some mozzarella cheese to put in it. First, I'll add the butter. Of course, the stove was a bit lower because it was a bit hot. The pan was a bit hot. You can adjust a bit so it can melt the butter, and then need a bit more butter. So I don't really do measurements here, but you go ahead and do it according to your aptitude or how much you're making. Depends on how much you're gonna make. Now that the butter is slightly melted, I'm just gonna like put in a handful of flour. Let me go wash my hands up. And I actually forgot. I forget every time that I have a measuring cup and I could just use it, but I can be bothered. Anyways, yes, this is how it's going to be. Don't worry, it looks very clumpy, but trust the process. I'm gonna add like more flour because it's just slightly watery, and that's not the texture you want. We're not making a cornmeal here. As you can see, it is thick. It's just that the frying pan I have is just slightly bigger, but it's fine. I'm gonna add the milk now, just little by little. As you can see, I've been putting in the milk little by little. Like, take your time. You're not in a rush. Okay, maybe I am because it is in the morning and I have to get ready. I have been taking to school, but it's not. I'm not in a rush right now because I woke up earlier. Make sure you stir in the milk little by little. The way it looks now, that's not the consistency you want yet. You gotta keep adding more milk. You'll see. And this whole time my stove is on medium, so you don't want the stove to be too high while you're doing this, because it could either burn the flour and the whole thing is gonna get messed up. But as you can see, it is getting slightly smoother-ish, but that's the consistency you kind of want. I'm still adding milk. And look at this. You see? There's no more clump in here. It is just slightly boiling. Not boiling. It's not supposed to. It's just bubbling, little by little. But still keep stirring it so the flour doesn't get clumpy, because it will embarrass you. And while it's like this, before I add the cheese, I am going to add my pepper, because yes, a little bit of crushed red pepper. No, you do not want to add the salt yet. Make sure you add the cheese first before. That's just some garlic powder and a little bit of black pepper. Make sure you add the cheese, before you can add salt, because the butter that I used was already salted butter, and if you add the cheese is gonna be a little salty, I think. So you might want to taste it before you can adjust the saltiness level of the dish. You see how thick that looks? That is beautiful. At this point, I just added in the cheese. I'm letting it melt slowly. Like I said, I kept the stove on medium this whole time. Do not rush. Do not rush. I will say that again. Do not rush, okay? And so if you rush, you will mess up the entire dish. You see that? That's the sauce consistency you want. If your Alfredo sauce don't come out looking like this, you did something wrong. Put that thing in the trash and start over, okay? Yeah, so that's pretty much what the sauce is gonna be. And I'm gonna let it sit just a little bit on the stove on medium before I put in the pasta. And I did add in a bit of salt, and also, hello? Also, this can is not trying to open. Hello? There you go. Just a little leaf of pasta, just for color. And that's how my Alfredo sauce look. You should try it. Also, use the whisk. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Yeah. Okay, so that doesn't seem cheesy. I'm gonna add a bit more cheese, because why not? But it's not supposed to be as cheesy, because it is Alfredo sauce. It's just supposed to be thick, you know? While it was done, I added in my shrimp. Added in the shrimp and the onion that I did earlier, that I fried earlier, because it is technically done now. And I am going to put in the pasta now. Just look at that. It is creamy. You hear that sound? Yeah. Yeah, that's the sound of a creamy Alfredo sauce. I mean, it's not much shrimp, but it's enough. This is how you want it to look. And this entire time I cooked the sauce on medium heat. So don't put your stuff on high and burn it. You don't do that. Anyway, that's it. I'm just gonna go plate everything up now. Thanks for watching, and let me know. Well, wait and see if he's gonna finish all of this. I mean, my food is good. He's gonna finish it, but he's not taking all. Some is for me. Yeah, yes it is. This is good as hell. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Bye.